Hello, ladies and gentlemen, from the high seas, or in our rooms. Actually, we have Matt Dobrovolsky, who you might know better from YouTube as Darth Vader 92. Hi,
Hello,
Matt.
everyone. Good to be back.
And me, John, as BigFatPanda.com, Panda John. Matt and I are getting so excited over the Disney Wish that we thought, let's just do a comprehensive update on everything we know. By the time this video is done, you will be a Disney Wish expert, or at least as much as you can be at this point.
And you'll be wanting to go on this cruise, let's be real.
Okay, first of all, let's just talk. I was a little blown away by some of the different things coming for this cruise.
Agreed.
I really was like, that's exciting.
It's different than, because you've only been on the Dream, right?
No, I've been on the Dream, and I got to tell you, I don't remember if it was the Wonder or the Magic.
Okay, so, but it was one of the older ships.
Yes.
I've been on all four, and this just elevates the feel of a Disney cruise.
As if you could.
Right. I didn't think they could top it before, but now they clearly have.
And we'll get into this. One of the big takeaways for me was I think they realized the adults are jealous of some of the kids stuff, because it looks like they really got the message that some of the adult stuff has to carry over now. Yeah, I agree. I'm the same way. I go into the Oceaneers Club when they do the events, and I'm like, I wish we could stay here, but obviously
we'll talk about my thoughts with that.
Okay, good.
Literally.
So
I did the kids clubs when I was a kid.
I forgot you were a kid recently. You're such a baby. Okay, let's start off with a quick introduction to see what these beautiful ships look like. And I do have. Should we just start off with the atrium to show it here?
Sure, let's go for it.
Let's begin our tour. Are you ready, Captain Minnie?
Of course! I can't wait!
Our virtual voyage begins right here in the Grand Hall. This fairy tale inspired 3-story atrium will be Disney Cruise Line's castle on the seas. I feel like Cinderella walking into the royal ball. I just need some glass slippers.
Oh, it's perfect! So many wonderful memories will be made here.
And my favorite thing about the Disney Wish is the enchantment you'll find everywhere you turn. From the giant wishing star that will adorn our chandelier to the beautiful statue of Cinderella. The Grand Hall will serve as the gateway to all of the magic that awaits you on the Disney Wish.
And I can't wait to sail happily ever after.
All right. I love that every chandelier pretty much has a story.
Mm-hmm.
And that's supposed to be, I guess, an upside-down version of Cinderella's dress?
Sure. Let's go.
Because they talk about it being inspired by the dress, but I don't see it unless I flip it, and then I go, oh, yeah, now I see it. But I like the whole wishing star thing. I think that's going to be a thing.
I am going to reserve my judgment on the chandelier until I see the real thing. The CGI mock-up of it there just doesn't really excite me. I still remember the original chandelier that was on the Magic and the Wonder. Just what they did with that, and remember seeing that Travel Channel special where they said yeah, this weighs as much as an elephant. I'm like, wow. And this doesn't really excite me.
I think they're going for a little bit understated with the whole Cinderella. It's more elegant, less colorful, because some of the other chandeliers are all colored. So yeah, I think you're right. I think the CGI doesn't do it justice. I think it'll be grander in person.
I agree.
The whole atrium itself, though, I like. And you know what? I was going to show this later, but we might as well show this now. A lot of times they try to do little shows and things in the atrium.
Right.
And you know this from the Magic and the Wonder being smaller. It's a tight fit to put a crowd there, and they're trying to utilize the balcony and the staircase. Nobody thought, we should have a little stage here. On this ship, however,
Grand Hall Stage, a new concept for a traditional atrium, will be located at the very heart of the ship. Here, guests will gather for fun theatrical surprises throughout the day.
Good idea, Disney.
Yeah. The only thing that struck me with this was that where that is, that should normally be where those midship elevators are.
Yeah,
right?
I don't see them.
So as soon as the deck plans came out later that day, I took a look at them. There are no midship elevators on the ship.
Just come again, Willis.
You have the forward ones. You have the aft ones. That's it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. That's what I'm seeing on the deck plans.
I have to look at the. It can't. They can't have a bigger ship and less elevators.
Right. But now I will say this: each elevator section, there are 6 in each. So I think it kind of equates out.
It could be, but it's still odd to me not to have any midship
elevators. If I remember
elevators.
correctly on the Dream of the Fantasy, you had 6 midship, and then 4, maybe 2 on each.
I believe so.
I haven't been on a ship in so long. I need to go back on it.
We do need to go
mask and socially distance so I can go back on a ship.
Where do you want to head next on this ship?
Well, let's start off with the real game changer, I think, that they announced. The upper decks. The AquaMouse.
Okay, let's show that first. Then we're going to talk about this for a little bit.
Yeah,
But let's show them what we mean. They're calling it the first attraction at sea.
Welcome to the upper deck of the Disney Wish. I am so excited to be joined by Disney Imagineer Danny Handke and the one and only Captain Mickey.
Hi, Ashley and Danny. And welcome aboard, pals.
Hey, everybody. I am so thrilled to be here. Captain Mickey and I have some big news to share. We know how much our guests love hanging out on the upper deck of our ships. So on the Disney Wish, we're doing something we've never done before. If you look just above us, you'll actually see it. That is the first ever Disney attraction at sea.
It's called the AquaMouse.
Wow, that sounds splashtacular.
Yeah, and I'm totally stoked about it. Just like we do in our theme parks, we've created a rich storyline for the AquaMouse, complete with show scenes, lighting, special effects, and even a few surprises. You see, a ride on the AquaMouse will take you into the animated world of the Mickey Mouse shorts with an original story called Scuba Scramble. Mickey and Minnie have started their very own excursion company, and they want you to be among their first guests on an exciting adventure to Mermaid Lagoon. Along the way, you'll encounter lots of sea creatures and some familiar Disney characters. I forgot to mention their excursion company is called Port Misadventures. So what could go wrong? And the thrill of the attraction is just as awesome. You'll take off on a wild water ride that spans 760 feet around the upper deck. And when you're not in the middle of all the excitement, you can chill and take in the stunning views of the ocean as you travel over the Disney Wish.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Same here. Summer of 2022 couldn't get here soon enough.
Okay, so if I know Disney, I think they're holding back something, meaning I only see little screens as you're going up, but there's got to be a little something, maybe a Mickey head popping out or something, because that, if you see the circle that you come out of, it's a lot smaller than the actual, tube itself.
I'm picturing because you notice you go up the hill and you have the screens there and everything. You go into the funnel. Why do I have a feeling that's going to be the fake funnel, and they're going to have this giant Mickey head just staring down at you or something like that?
It could be, or a fake shark teeth or something because it's Scuba Scramble. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's cute. They're trying. I still want the first dark ride at sea.
Have you ever been? Have you been on the Aqueduct or even Crush's Coaster?
Yes.
Over in
yes. Aqueduct. Yes.
Typhoon Lagoon. That one.
Yeah.
You've been on that one, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you go up a hill, they kind of have to push you very quickly.
This is a conveyor of some sort.
This is going to have to go slowly because you got to see what's on those screens going up. That's going to be interesting.
I don't know if it's a rubber conveyor belt. Right, they're not shooting you with water up this one.
Right. It's probably just going to be a moving conveyor belt, if anything, going up.
Yeah, it's got to be safe because if you fell off of the tube, a kid could fall off of a tube while they're in the tube. going up. So it's got. I don't know what they're doing, but we'll see.
The attractions head in me is just going crazy right now.
I look forward to the day where they say that one deck is a complete dark ride, and they have the first dark ride at sea. It could happen.
I feel like that's going to be like 2063.
It could. I want it to happen.
But what I like what they're doing with the family pools up there is that there are several. So you have the Goofy pool, which is the main pool that we've all known from the past 4 ships. Then you had the Mickey pool, which was the kids' pool. But they also, if you notice in these images, they have more pools all around, like smaller ones, and they're calling them the Minnie, the Daisy, the Pluto, or something like that, the Donald one. I'm like,
yeah,
okay. So, oh, that pool's full, but this one's empty. Let me go over here.
Yeah, I think they realize, people like the pools on the ship still, and they get crowded real quick.
Right.
So they really thought about a lot when they're doing this.
And then we also have the Toy Story splash zone instead of the Nemo's Reef this time for the
yes
2-year-olds. And then did you see what they're doing with Quiet Cove for the adults?
Yes, I do have. When we get to the Beauty and the Beast stuff, they have that in here for some reason because they put it in the. So we'll see a little picture of that in a minute when we do the restaurant.
Really quickly with the Quiet Cove, what I love that they did is that it's on the back of the ship. It overlooks to the ocean behind you, but more importantly, it's much more secluded. This is something that I've wanted Disney to do forever because with the other 4 ships, you have people, kids, you name it, they're walking through the Quiet Cove because they got to get to the elevator or whatever.
Yep. And I will say this for the people at home. A lot of people think on a Disney ship, you just see a million kids. I have to be honest. I saw more on Royal Caribbean than I did on Disney because they were in their areas. I agree with you where
and again,
the
when
adult
I was
places
on my Royal Caribbean cruise, I saw a lot of senior citizens.
Did you? You know what's funny? If you ever watch The Love Boat, the people on the show, then they do like a stock footage and it's all 90-year-olds. It's like, that's different than what you're showing on the show.
But no, I have that difficult time trying to convey that to people that have never been on a Disney cruise. They're like, oh no, it's Disney. There are going to be a lot of families. Not necessarily. If you're going off to do these adult activities, you're never going to see a kid. Trust me.
Remember the coffee shop? I don't know what it was. The Cove Cafe, maybe. Yeah. It was just so nice.
I don't drink coffee, but I love just sitting in that little.
There's
cafe.
A million things. Yeah, you could still get there. They had $125 shot of scotch. It was. I didn't have it, but somebody.
Time to save some money.
Yeah, right. All right, we're gonna show a little bit about these kids areas and talk about this. I know. Well.
I love these.
Adults, don't worry, you'll get yours.
Superheroes? I know all our Marvel fans are gonna want to hear more, including me.
Definitely. We're thrilled that the Disney Cruise Line favorite, Marvel Superhero Academy, will be on the Disney Wish. In this high-tech Avengers headquarters, young recruits will train alongside some of their favorite superheroes.
So cool. I've always wanted to learn how to do that Spider-Man thing. You know, how you sling webs and all that.
Well, I can't give you all the details on what our heroes in training will learn, but I can confirm that Spider-Man will be making an appearance. Yes! As well as superheroes like Black Panther, Ant-Man, and the Wasp. And kids will choose their own hero suit and put it to the test. Let's take a sneak peek.
Pretty cool.
Okay, I'm going to say this. My first cruise was when I was 9 years old. This was 2001. Okay. I got to hang out in the Oceaneer Lab at the time, and, it was a cool place and everything. Not as cool as this stuff.
It does make you jealous. You want to be a kid again.
It makes me so jealous. Like, I want to be a kid again. And now, granted, adults, there are open houses that we can go to.
Well, they're gonna again. Some of the other new stuff coming. We'll talk about. I can't believe it. The other thing. Did you see the? I'm going to show here. We should just show it and then talk about it.
Yeah.
The Imagineering part of this all. This is still continuing the kids stuff.
Have you ever wanted to channel your inner artist with Rapunzel, read stories with Belle, or perfect your icy powers with Elsa? Well, now you can. Or at least kids can. At Fairy Tale Hall, young princes and princesses will find themselves in Rapunzel's art studio, Belle's library, and Anna and Elsa's summer house.
Talk about the best day ever. Now, I also heard you mention Imagineering. Will kids actually get to see what it's like to have your job?
Well, yes. As Disney Imagineers, we create, design, and build Disney theme parks, resorts, and cruise ships like this one. In our first of its kind interactive lab, kids will get an inside look at what it takes to make the magic. They'll even be able to design their own roller coaster and virtually ride it.
Hello? You had me at superheroes, but now I can design my own roller coaster?
You're not going to be able to kick me out of this club.
Do you think there's going to be elements of the Play Pavilion from Epcot here? Because that's what I'm feeling.
Possibly. I mean, we still don't know much about that.
I know.
Weird.
But I like that they're bringing Imagineering to the kids.
And, you know, and it's edutainment. You know?
100%.
It's entertainment that's educational.
If there's anything I've learned is that kids really want to be creative more than we know.
Right.
When I see a kid sitting down with, what is that thing where they build with the Minecraft?
Mm-hmm.
They're losing their minds because they get to be creative. And I remember as a kid, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be creative.
It's Disney trying to train the next generation of Imagineers. You know,
Yeah.
we joke about that, the company is trying to recruit their next people, but, you know,
They are.
That's a dream job.
Little Billy, 11 years old. Watch him.
But now, did you see the really cool thing that they're giving for the kids?
Go ahead.
That secret slide entrance?
I didn't see that, no.
No, you didn't. So it's going to be right off from the atrium. It'll be this little slide that kids can go through to take them right into the club.
But as a parent, how would I know where my kid went into the club? Don't you have to sign them in and out?
I don't know how they're going to do this.
There's got to be an adult.
I know that they're going to have magic bands. Because if
Okay.
you notice that kid that got to dress up as Black Panther,
He had a
he had a
scan.
magic band on. So maybe you're going to have to scan the magic band in order to gain entry into there.
I just hear something weird. Nothing. Yeah, that makes sense. And they'd have to notify the parent, you would think. Unless the parent says said the kid can have free roam access in and out of the club.
Because I think you can do that, and you can also have the kid, just use the magic band to come in if they want to. I think that's provided that the parent signs up for that.
I hope I don't accidentally get drunk and go down it and do like a whole Augustus thing, and the kids can't get out.
I'm not saying to big fat Panda that he probably can't go down the slide, but someone like me probably can't go down either. So I think we're
Can't go down the slide. What are we up to? Do you want to talk about the theaters and the shows?
Well, I was going to say, you're talking about getting drunk. I think we need to talk about the true thing that's getting Theater 92 excited about the Disney Wish.
I wonder what that is.
Get ready to planet hop through the galaxy at Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. When you enter this first-of-a-kind lounge, you will board a luxury spaceship where you will sip otherworldly concoctions and enjoy galaxy-wide panoramic views of the worlds of Tatooine, Mustafar, Batuu, and more.
That lounge is going to be a little popular, maybe?
Just a little, I think. Just a little.
So
one of my coworkers made a mention that, how they do beverage tasting seminars and everything on the ship? Can you imagine a Star Wars beverage tasting?
They have to do it.
Oh, if it's $150, sign me up.
They have to do it. And that's just the start of the adult stuff. But it looks like they took a piece of Oga's Cantina, adding the windows from the,
what they're going to do for the Halcyon. For
the Halcyon, yeah. I'm excited. It's very excited.
And it's going to be for families throughout the day, but then adults at night.
Oh,
that makes me more excited.
Very exciting for that. Yeah, that's cool. I guess at night.
Big enough, though.
Listen, they could make it the whole deck, and it wouldn't be
No,
big
still-
enough for the amount of people. Yeah, it's going to be one of those things where you visit when you can, and I don't know. You know what? Maybe there's enough people that are like, Star Wars.
When you went on the Dream, did you get a chance to go to the Skyliner Lounge?
Yes, and it wasn't that crowded.
Really? Okay. Every
was-
time I try and go in there, it's always busy. But then again, maybe I'm always going on a busy cruise. So.
I don't know. I mean, I know our cruise was sold out, but that also matters on if there's 4 people occupying a stateroom or 2.
True.
So you never know how busy it's going to be. I know you saw Beauty and the Beast on the Dream. No, you didn't see it.
No, I saw it. Didn't care for it. I know.
I have to stop this whole. I have to stop this whole show. The Beauty and the Beast on the Dream. I've now seen it probably 12 times because I've seen it other times and multiple times on the ship. I thought it was the most incredible production I've ever seen. Better than Broadway, which I've seen 10 times.
That's your opinion.
You did. What did you know? I can't with you.
Okay.
As a production, forget the show. Then, as a production,
when your former boss,
what?
I'm watching you. When your former boss was the former producer of Beauty and the Beast on Broadway,
And I saw it.
Beauty and the Beast on Broadway is a million times better.
It's not. The ship is better. Ship is better.
And again, that's your opinion.
And I can't believe I'm saying that. I mean, I've paid $120 to see it on Broadway multiple times. And I just thought the ship was just that much. I just thought it was better. In any event, let's talk about the theater that they're going to have on the ship. The Walt Disney Theater, which it's called the Walt Disney Theater on every ship.
Yes.
This one has a theme of Enchanted Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Storytelling is in our Disney DNA, and we love to put on a show that everyone in the family will enjoy. And on the Disney Wish, we have created entertainment environments that will immerse you in Disney stories like never before. Let's start with one you're very familiar with, Ashley, the Walt Disney Theater. I love the look of it, and unique to the Disney Wish, the design of the theater is inspired by a magical forest. It's the perfect setting for our musical productions, don't you think?
Absolutely. It is gorgeous. So let's talk about the shows that we'll see in this space.
Well, we wouldn't be doing a service to the very namesake of the Disney Wish if one of our shows didn't include the most famous wish granter himself, the Genie of the Lamp.
That's right. A Disney Cruise Line favorite, Disney's Aladdin, a musical spectacular, is being reimagined and will be part of the amazing lineup of shows that will play in the theater nightly.
I've never seen Aladdin as a stage show. Have you?
Oh, I've seen it plenty of times because it used to be in California Adventure.
And you did see it there?
Oh, plenty of times.
Okay, so you're thinking this will be like that?
Oh, no, it's exactly like that because
Okay.
I saw it when it was on the Fantasy, and it's still on the Fantasy. I'll be able to see it again in February when I go. It is literally the same production.
Okay, it has to be upgraded, you would think, for the Wish. You would think.
Just a little bit for the cruises in general, because the Genie's jokes mainly fall back on the cruise. You know, for example, Aladdin, I think. Oh, no, I'm sorry. So on the Dream, you have Aladdin, you have Believe, and the Genie is in both of the shows. So it was funny that you have Aladdin where he says, you know, I've been trapped inside that lamp for the past 10,000 years, 500 whatever hours and all that. And then a couple of days later when you go to see Believe, he pops out of the lamp and says, I've been trapped inside that lamp for the past, 3 days.
That's funny that they connect it.
And I love that they can do that. And, you know, he plays that off in the actual Aladdin production. You know, he'll talk about like something like going to the buffet or something like that, or, you know, going to see the movie.
But you did like the stage show for Aladdin?
Oh, absolutely. It's a very well done production. And it's just, if you've seen the California Adventure one, it is the same production on the ship, and you're still going to fall in love with it again.
I still can't get over that when they did Be Our Guest, you didn't freak out on the ship. I still can't do this in my mind.
I will say this. The only thing that I did like with Beauty and the Beast, and the wife doesn't even agree with me with that, is the transformation scene at the end.
Okay, she didn't like
it
it
was
either.
Cute. I thought it was cool, but what they do for the transformation scene on Broadway with the whole rotating of the Beast and the lights and everything, That's so much better still.
That is better, but they still did pretty close on the ship.
I'll agree.
Keeping it with Beauty and the Beast, they did a lot of Beauty and the Beast themed adult restaurant specialty. Let's show that and talk about that.
In fact, we're developing a suite of adult exclusive dining experiences inspired by Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
A tale as old as time, one of my favorites.
Our culinary cabaret begins in a chic lounge called the Rose, which will be the perfect setting for a before or after dinner cocktail. Next stop is a reimagined classic Palo Steakhouse featuring decor inspired by Cogsworth. This restaurant will combine the sophistication of authentic Italian dining with the refinement of a modern steakhouse.
This is making me hungry. But I love it. Please, continue.
Last but not least is Enchante, our most elegant dining experience inspired by everyone's favorite candlestick, Lumiere.
And after such a delicious meal, I'm gonna need a full day to relax.
No worries, we've got you covered with the perfect formula for rest and relaxation. You can start by escaping to the Quiet Cove, an adult exclusive retreat on the upper deck with an infinity pool, or head to Senses Spa for a rejuvenating treatment and the ultimate in relaxation.
As they're showing the cove, you have to see your face going.
That Quiet Cove just looks beautiful. So, really quick with Quiet Cove, I can't wait to just sit there and just like look out at the back of the ship.
I love looking at
I
the
think
back of the ship.
that's going to be a prime spot that everyone's going to always want. So,
Did you ever look at the back of the ship when you're leaving the private island?
yes,
It's so pretty.
and you just see Castaway Key just
Yes, yeah.
in the distance. Ugh.
And the colors of the water. There's like 3 different shades of blue. It's great. I like that they took the Apollo that we know, but this one is going to be themed to Cogsworth. Right. And did you see these gears up at this on the ceiling?
Yeah,
For like the gears in the clock.
I'm interested to see what they do with theming it around Cogsworth, because we're so used to the Apollo on the past 4 ships, and now to have a character tied to it.
I'm sure it'll still be Italian, even though Cogsworth would be French.
It's a steakhouse now, so they really can.
Oh, that's true.
Kind
You can have an
of
Italian
away from
steakhouse.
being Italian.
That's true.
So it'll be interesting. But then you also have the Rose there, which is the little lounge. They'll connect the two, which I think that'll be really nice, because that's one of the things that I love on the Dream and the Fantasy is that you have Meridian for Paolo and Remy, and that's just like a nice little place that you can go and sit and relax and enjoy yourself and everything.
And Enchanté.
Enchanté, because it's for Lumiere.
Lumiere. I love that they're all connected to Beauty and the Beast like that. That's great.
But so Enchanté, and I have to have my notes here because I'm going to butcher his name either way. Chef Arnaud Lament. He is the one that is also responsible for creating the menu on the Dream and the Fantasy with Remy.
Oh,
So he's basically coming back to do Enchanté.
that should be yummy.
And I know it's going to be expensive because Remy, I think, is like $125 a person right now.
You pay the upcharge, yeah.
Our anniversary in February when we go on our cruise for the first time, because I've never done Remy. I'm very excited to try that because it's supposed to be like the Victorian Alberts on.
So, do you think Paolo and Enchanté will both be an upcharge?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're already doing that with Paolo and Remy on the Dream of Fantasy.
Yeah, it's true.
Because Paolo, I think now is like $45 a person.
Not well worth it.
Worth every penny.
Worth it, every penny.
And then, like I said, Remy is $125, and if I had to guess, Enchanté is going to be about the same.
I got to look at that menu first. Speaking about other dinners, remember we were saying that they got the clue that adults wanted some fun that the kids have. Now, when I first saw this, all I thought about is when am I going to eat? Because it seems like a lot of people are bothering me while I'm eating.
Right.
I have. Okay, you know what? Elsa and Anna, they need to calm themselves and let me eat first. But you want to show?
You want your frozen food, don't you? Right?
I want my frozen food. You're going to want frozen food.
This is unlike any dining experience you've seen on our ships before. And it's by far the coolest thing on the Disney Wish. Let's take a look.
Okay, that gave me chills. Seeing your favorite characters from Frozen perform while you eat, I couldn't think of a better combination.
Same here, Ashley. Our creative team is so excited about introducing the world's first Frozen-themed theatrical dining experience on the Disney Wish. Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, and Olaf will all take center stage to entertain our guests during a one-of-a-kind musical celebration.
It's different. We've never had the performances while we eat.
So they've actually been doing it on the Magic and the Wonder right now. The Magic has Rapunzel's royal table.
Oh, yeah.
And the Wonder has Tiana's place. I don't think it's as involved of a show on those two ships as this is going to clearly be.
I thought Tiana's was like a little dance after dinner or something.
It's just like ambient music, more,
Okay.
From what I see. I personally haven't experienced either of them.
This looks like a stage in the center of the dining room. You know.
Rapunzel's seems more close to this. Rapunzel's, if you look on YouTube, you can find clips of the dinner show and everything. Like Rapunzel and Flynn are out there and they're singing and dancing. They have the crew from the Snuggly Duckling there, and they're singing and dancing. And at one point in the meal, they bring out the lanterns, and the lanterns are all over. Apparently, people love this. To me, I'm just like, I just want my food.
That's okay. I listen. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to do it. But I thought the same thing. Now there is before we get to the other thing where you really can't enjoy your food because things are going on. There's one restaurant that I think is going to be my favorite, and you know what it is.
Oh yeah.
Do you agree? Just by the look of it.
Yeah.
1923, centered around old Hollywood Walt Disney.
And we're going back in time. Walt created stories that have enchanted audiences around the world, and his legacy has inspired our new restaurant, 1923, named after the very year that the Walt Disney Studios was founded.
It will truly be like traveling back to Hollywood when it was at its most glamorous.
Definitely. We have designed a dining experience that combines classic Hollywood elegance with a menu inspired by California's fusion of cultural flavors.
Okay, I just love that dark woodiness. It feels a little like Brown Derby. And no performance. Walt is not coming to perform.
Yeah, Walt's not coming. Let's be real. When you went out to Disneyland, did you do Carthay Circle out there?
I did, and I love it.
I'm noticing a pattern, and
exactly
obviously it's the theming. It matches with the storyline. I'm fine with that. It looks beautiful. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm excited to see what the cuisine will be, because they could be very eclectic, I think would be the word I would say, for a Californian inspired menu. But I'm really excited too about the other restaurant.
Okay, we're not eating though, just so you know. You're gonna make believe you're eating, but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, easily. I'm not gonna be eating at this place.
It's top secret, and I can only share a little of it today. I promised I would keep the details confidential until we get clearance.
Don't worry, it'll be just between the two of us.
Earlier, I heard you say that you were a little jealous that only the kids could visit the Marvel Superhero Academy. Well, that's not the only place you'll see superheroes on board. Let's talk about one of our most ambitious dining experiences ever, Worlds of Marvel. You'll be transported to an Avengers technology showcase where you'll play an interactive role in an action-packed mission that unfolds around you. This will be the first ever Marvel cinematic dining adventure, and trust me, it's one epic dinner that you'll never forget. But that's all that I can say for now.
They are not giving us anything. We're not even seeing the inside.
And all we saw was just like the check-in area, you know?
The check-in area.
We don't even know what the restaurant looks like.
I'm assuming it's going to be similar to the Frozen thing where there is a performance while you eat or something goes on.
Right.
Like maybe a villain takes over or something.
If you notice, we're not getting an animator's palette. This will be the first ship that doesn't have animator's palette. This is what we're getting in return. And this is going to be incredible. I can't wait to see what. Now, I have to say, I was squealing a little bit when I was watching the video. I'm like, are they going to do something Star Wars? Star Wars? Star Wars? Marvel. Okay, I can get it.
Okay, we got the Star Wars Lounge for now. There'll be. Let me tell you, there is a sister ship to the Wish. You never know. They probably can do a Marvel Lounge and a Star Wars dinner.
I guess if this is popular, they'll do it on the other two ships.
Yeah. Oh, there's There's two more coming. That's right.
2024 and 2025.
Okay, so I've stayed in mostly the Ocean View rooms. I've stayed in an inside cabin once before.
Right.
You stayed in a suite once.
Never again. Never again.
That was a great upgrade opportunity that I would have taken, which I'm surprised it didn't sell out. Somebody had to cancel last minute.
Well, okay, so story time for everyone. It was July 2009, and we were traveling with another family, and we all agreed, like, hey, we want to get to the port early and see if we can upgrade, just to like a 1-bedroom or something like that, just to have,
And let's be clear, he wasn't looking for a free upgrade. He was trying to see what we could.
We knew we had to pay, and that's why I always say, any travel agent will tell you, if you want to upgrade to a concierge room, wait until you get to the port. That will be the best bang for your buck. Because when I tell you the price of what I ended up getting, you'll be pleasantly surprised. So we get to the port so early that the port's not even open. We talk with the security guard out front before the port even opens, and she said, why are you guys here so early? Well, we're thinking about upgrading, Earlier people get here, the better upgrade you'll have, because, if they only have 2 staterooms and the first 2 families book it, the third family ain't going to get it.
Let's be clear, this is not guaranteed,
right?
And you never know. They'll say no.
She said, let me call into the terminal and see what they got for this voyage. She puts the phone on hold and says, they only have 1 suite left, and it's the Roy O. Disney suite. And we're looking at each other like, oh my God, this is going to be so out of our price range. We can't afford it. It was a week cruise, and it was only an extra $2,900.
And before you think that's a lot of money, it probably would have been a $20,000 upgrade.
Easily $20,000 to $25,000. And granted, we only spent so far about $4,000 on the cruise, but we were traveling with another family, so we split the cost in half. $1,450. We'd be stupid not to.
And you had a great time.
Oh my God. John, there was a TV in the bathroom that I could sit in the hot tub in there and just watch TV. I've never had that experience in my life.
On land, let alone a cruise ship.
Exactly.
It looks like they have really upped the level of cruise cabin. Let's show a little bit of the rooms on the Disney Wish.
On the Disney Wish, our storybook-inspired staterooms have an enchanting...
Hold on, can I just tell you that her voice makes everything better? On the Disney Wish.
Wish, we're going to have wonderful stateroom. See, that's what I love with the Disney Cruise crew, is that they're all from different corners of the world. They all have different dialects, and I love it.
But her voice, her accent, she could sell me anything, this lady.
On the Disney Wish, our storybook-inspired staterooms have an enchanted new look that is brought to life through beautiful custom artwork and elegant details inspired by some of our favorite Disney characters and stories, such as Cinderella. After all, a dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. What I personally love is their luxurious feel. Most of our staterooms offer amazing ocean views, and we have designed them all with plenty of storage options, upscale amenities, and great features for families. Just imagine waking up to the sight of the sea every morning, or even sipping coffee from your own spacious veranda while your family stretches out and relaxes in the comfort of their home away from home. Now that is a vacation. We're even expanding our concierge experience with more premium accommodations than ever before. And when it comes to suites, well, let's just say we're taking them to the next level, literally. The Disney Wish will feature our first ever 2-story royal suites. These are gorgeous rooms that will feature a grand spiral staircase, stained glass artwork, and of course, stunning views of the ocean.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get that for $2,900 extra.
You're not, but the spiral staircase in the center.
So one thing that I noticed with one of these staterooms that I am beyond excited for, like I'm more excited for this than I am for the 2-story Royal Suite. These rooms are right over the bridge, and their view looks right out in front of you over the bridge.
Inside to the inside of the ship.
So it looks out to the ocean. So you're basically like you can sit on the balcony, and you're seeing the ship just going, full steam ahead.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Okay. There's probably only what? How many are there? There's going to be like two decks of 4.
That all the concierge rooms are expanded. They have twice as many of concierge rooms on the Wish than they do on the Dream and the Fantasy.
And you think those are going to be the ones with the forward-facing bridge?
Well, not all of them.
Okay.
I don't think all of them are going to be forward-facing, but in all honesty, I think those are some of the coveted rooms in my opinion.
Yeah, it would be wonderful.
If you're going concierge, you better get that room.
To look out and see going forward. That's
right?
Cool.
Just
pretty cool.
You wake up in the morning, you go out to your balcony and just sit out there, and the ship is moving right in front of you.
On the Dream, I had the back, so our balcony was like the wraparound,
right.
And I was able to look out, and that was pretty cool. I could imagine what it would look like going forward. I want to go so bad.
But so I do have stats here. Is that there will be 4 of those Royal Suites, the 2-story ones.
Okay.
So instead of like how it is on the Magic, Wonder, Dream, and Fantasy, you only have the 2, the Walt and the Roy.
Okay.
So this one's going to have 4.
There are smaller, less exquisite suites also.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will still have, I believe, because they do this on all 4 of the ships now, is a regular veranda room that has concierge privileges. So it will be the same exact room as a veranda, but it will gain you the concierge.
And what are you getting with concierge? What are you getting?
So I'm basing this off the Dream and the Fantasy.
Which is probably
Wonder to an extent too, because they now have this. There is a concierge lounge. You'll be able to get drinks there. There is a nice, the lounge is a nice place that you can sit, relax, have drinks, have some food. They'll bring you some food. When I stayed, they brought me Palo to my room. Okay.
Because your age was that you couldn't go to Palo.
Right. I was 17, so I didn't have the privilege of going to Palo yet, and I really wanted to, but I was just a year off, and they let me order Palo for my room.
That was nice.
So I think that's still a thing. I'm not exactly sure. You have a personal concierge to help you out throughout your entire voyage. They will be at your constant beck and call if you need any assistance with anything like booking shore excursions, booking activities or anything on board. They will help you, and I can't make any promises, but it feels like that they might hold off a little block for the concierge to make sure that they can always get in.
Yeah, the concierge is always looking to, just really go above and beyond what you need.
Right. It really is the luxury experience. And am I ever going to stay there again? Who knows? One of these days, maybe. I got to get on the Maiden first. So.
When you say you have stats on the room, do you have any? Is there any square footage that you have, or no?
I didn't have any square footage. Let me see what you gave me in here.
I'm curious if they put anything in there about the suites, even with the square footage.
No, I don't have any square footage. All I do have, though, is that there will be 1,254 staterooms on the ship. 70% of those, so 877, are verandas.
Wow.
And that is a big, drastic move from the Magic, Wonder, Dream, and Fantasy.
Which are like 50-50 maybe.
More like 60-40, I think,
Okay.
at least on the Dream and the Fantasy. And 20% are ocean view, porthole with the window, and only 10%, so a little over 100 of the rooms are inside staterooms.
Wow.
Which is interesting.
Very.
Because like my sister-in-law, when we're going, she wanted an inside stateroom because she's terrified of the ship to begin with. But, we had good luck of getting her an inside stateroom. I wonder how easy it's going to be to try and get an inside on the Wish.
She's the only person. We upgraded you. No!
No, I don't want an upgrade.
What else have we
was
not?
literally her pulling tooth and nail.
Is there anything we have not covered that we know? Do we know where it's coming from?
What was that?
The maiden voyage is going from Port
It
Canaveral?
will be sailing out of Port Canaveral, June 9th, 2022. And it will be doing a 5-night. It will be sailing to Nassau and Castaway Cay along with 2 days at sea. And I will tell you this, I ain't getting off. If I go on this voyage, I'm not getting off the ship in Nassau.
No.
I'm spending every waking moment I
don't get off the ship in Nassau as it is. As a matter of fact, I do. I go to the Senses Spa, the rainforest. Oh, best money ever spent. Go to the rainforest.
If you want the best spa experience, pay for that week pass or however long the voyage is.
It's not that expensive.
And you have to get it on embarkation day because it will sell out.
It does.
They only give out a couple dozen, if anything. Because they don't want to overload the room.
Sugar scrub, I rub it all over me. I go in the rainforest shower, and then I go and relax in the spa, and I hear birds, and I look out and see the water.
And you have the heated seats and everything.
The heated, curved seats, and it's very zen. I'm a zen panda. All right, I want to go.
I think that's we've covered.
Do we know what
that they haven't announced?
Right, we know the maiden voyage, but we don't know the rest of the normal itinerary, right?
We do. So we have, right after the maiden voyage, will be a special cruise just for DVC members.
Okay.
So they will be going on, I think that's a 3-night.
Okay.
And then it will be from then on until at least the end of September 2022 that we know of right now. They'll be doing 3- and 4-night cruises out of Canaveral.
Okay.
And all of these, if you're ready, all of these will be ready to book as early as May 17th. Okay?
Right. May 27th for the public.
May 27th for all guests. If you are Silver Castaway Club, which that means you have completed your first cruise and you have either 2 through 5, yes, 2 through 5, then you are Silver Castaway Club. You can book on Wednesday, May 26th. If you are Disney Vacation Club or an insider with Adventures by Disney, meaning you've completed one Adventures by Disney trip, you will be able to book on Tuesday, May 25th. If you are a Gold Castaway Club, meaning you have completed your 5th cruise, so 6 through 10, you can book Monday, May 24th. Now, here's the real kicker, and this is kicking me because I'm Platinum. Platinum is anyone that has completed their 10th cruise, so 11 or higher. All Platinum guests will be able to book on May 20th next month. If you have completed 15 cruises or higher,
it's this month.
May 19th, 20 or higher, May 18th, and 25 or higher, May 17th. And I'm like, gosh, I wish I could get on a couple of cruises right now just to increase my platinum right there. Because what I'm worried about is that they're going to book up all these cruises on me.
You know you're in May. You got 19 days before you can book.
Yeah. I already put my quote in. I'm ready. I hope and pray to God that it is not that incredibly expensive that we're all thinking of. But, I was thinking this the other day. Do you think it's going to be real pent-up demand for this? Because nobody has gotten on a cruise in well over a year.
Yeah, I have to scream about my exclusive travel partner, mousefantravel.com. Please go there. You can put a free quote request there. They are earmarked with Disney. Yeah, she says, Becky Mankin, the owner of the CEO of MouseFan and MEI Travel, says that 2022, it's like there's an aggressive booking for it because people are ready to get out. They're tired of being cooped up. We lost, a year of our lives. We did.
Right.
And I'm ready to go.
I got my cruise definitely booked for February of 2022. So Let's hope.
Okay, so if I've been on 3 Disney cruises, I can book when? I still got to wait till when? The 20?
You've been on 3, so you're silver, so you can book Wednesday, May 26th.
Ugh. All right.
Maiden's probably going to be already gone by then, John.
There's nothing left.
Who knows?
There's nothing
Or it's going to
left.
be now. What you as the viewers have to remember: cruises go on a price yield. So the more people book, the more the price is going to go up. So if you are lucky enough to be one of the 25 and up cruises of Platinum that can book on the first day, you get the best rate. And if more and more people book for that maiden voyage, that price is only going to go up. That's why I say I could be looking at a $5,000 cruise on May 17th, but then on May 20th, when I can actually book, it could jump up twice as much.
You're looking at the maiden voyage, huh? For you,
absolutely. I
want to see it float around a little bit.
Me and my friend made a pact that when these cruises got announced, because we're big Disney cruise buffs, I'm like 13 cruises in, 12 or 13 or something like that, and he's like well over 18. Okay, we're both big Disney cruise buffs. We made a pact. We're going on the maiden voyage.
So when can he book the same day as you, or he can book before you?
Book 2 days, I think, ahead of me, because he's.
So he can book a cabin for you. He can book your cabin, and you give him the deposit.
Well, I mean, we have to work out the fine details and everything, but just in case if he can't go for some reason.
Anyhow, as we get more information, Panda and Vader will bring you more Disney cruise stuff because we love. I've been on cruises. I will not cruise again unless it's the Disney cruise.
Absolutely.
I just
did
won't
my
go on
one
another
World
ship.
Caribbean cruise. Never again.
Me
Only
too.
Disney.
I did 3. I'm done with them.
Yeah,
I did.
I have, and be sure to subscribe to Darth Vader 92 by the end of February. Hopefully, when I go on the ship. Because
how can I get to your YouTube channel?
DarthVader92.com. Thank you, John.
You're welcome. I am BigFatPanda.com. That's also my website now with a whole bunch of things. We thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. We will do more of these.
Absolutely.
And I'd like to remind you, Matt,